So the January transfer window is opened, and we're 18 days into this month alone. I feel like we're playing really well. We have a few things to break down that happen off camera. So yeah, let's get started into today's episode. So taking a quick look at the league table as it stands, we are 3 points behind the Citizens, and yeah, we have one defeat more than them and one less victory than them. So we've almost mirrored their record in the league. We're only 3 points behind them with 21 games played. In terms of our positioning on the table, I feel like we're doing really well, given the fact we're at the midpoint of the campaign. We were predicted to finish sixth place by the media. Erling Haaland has 4 goals more than Gyökeres and 5 goals more than Rasmus Højlund. I was going to mix the two names up. Luke Shaw was the player that had the most assists for us. The reason why I'm saying was is because we had a lot of ins and outs in this January window, which we're about to take a look at now. Just before January, Anthony and Sancho, they agreed terms with different clubs. Sancho going to the Saudi League, Al Ali. Anthony, he's finalized his move to RB Leipzig. Biggest news is that Bruno Fernandes, he leaves Manchester United, goes to the Saudi League, to Al Nassr, Cristiano Ronaldo's former club, for a club record fee received for about 100 million, and it could potentially rise up to 123 million. I just felt like we had to cash in on the 31-year-old. He was very disruptive in the back room. And if I'm honest with you, out of all the players that we transfer listed when we first started the save, Bruno Fernandes was the player that I wanted to keep the most. And yeah, he was just unsettled the most. And the players to follow up behind him were Harry Maguire. He's gone to Alpha for 3.7 million. And then we got 78 million for Luke Shaw, and that could rise up to 87 million. A lot of these add-ons are very achievable. The Saudi League, they're not really the best negotiators. So what does that mean for us tactically? So we're missing a club captain, and we've gone ahead and obviously appointed Matthias de Ligt as the club captain. The vice captain will be Marcus Rashford just behind him. And we're now going to go to the formation I normally use, which is a 4-3-3 holding formation. So we're going to have an advanced playmaker and a box-to-box midfielder, getting rid of the deep line playmaker. And now we have 2 inside forwards. One's more supporting than the other. And this is genuinely how we're most likely going to have to line up for the rest of the season. I don't know what to do with Cunha, because if you guys already know, he wasn't my actual signing on file. Like, he was already uploaded into the database. This is clearly a Ruben Amorim type of player that could definitely fit in the Amorim system, but we don't play a number 10, like a proper number 10 in the system. So we kind of have to shoehorn Cunha into the team, because what we don't want is having players on large amounts of money per week, 200k per week to be exact for Cunha, and not be playing week in, week out, because we had that with Mason Mount when Bruno was here. And now the plan is to make sure Mason Mount is going to be utilized so we can get every penny out of him. So you guys probably witnessed on camera me trying to scout Xavi Simons, and just to let you guys know, this is most likely going to be Bruno Fernandes' replacement. We've already agreed a fee for him with RB Leipzig, 35 million, and it could potentially rise up to 80 million. So the breakdown's like this: we pay 35 up front, it's quite a lot, and we're going to pay 39 million in installments, and the rest are add-ons. With Xavi Simons, he's very young, like 22 years of age. We can get a lot out of him. He's going to be signing a 5-year deal, so this is definitely a future-proofing signing. But just taking a look at some of these attributes that stand out is his dribbling, flair. He's got good stamina. Work rate is actually quite good. Teamwork is decent. Off the ball movement is okay. Anticipation is quite high. Agility and acceleration is good. Passing and vision, brilliant. Technical player. My only problem is this man's agent. Like, this guy has moved clubs quite a lot of times in a short amount of time in his career. So my only thing is that he's not using us as a stepping stone. Right now, it's gonna look like I have an obsession with Dutch players, but this is just merely a coincidence. We're in for another Dutchman, 24 years of age. I don't know how to pronounce his first name, but Hartman, left back. We've been looking at him since pretty much the start of the series, and now we have more of an incentive to go in for him. And what that also means for Kobe Mainoo, we're not going to try to use him as a box-to-box player, but we're going to try to advance him up as an attacking, more of an attacking-minded midfielder. So advanced playmaker. He's got all the attributes to suit this role. I just hope that he can add something to the final third once he develops in this position, because right now he's fairly awkward. And right before we get into today's action, one last thing to update you guys on Rasmus Højlund. He signed a new deal. He's on 140k per week. We just delegated it. He kept nagging us for a new deal. He's now gonna have a contract expiring past 2030 in the summer. And within roughly 20 appearances, he's got about 14 goal involvements. By far, one of the top performers this season, alongside Marcus Rashford. We've had a few more players unsettled. So Newcastle United have unsettled Martinez. Mazraoui's been unsettled by Real Madrid. All the stuff in the background right now, it's just distractions from what's really important in the campaign. So to start today's episode, we're going to have Tottenham Hotspur. We're going to have an FA Cup game against Gillingham, a game against Sunderland. In fact, we could skip this Gillingham game. We got the instant result tool that we could use, and then probably play Sunderland and Fulham. Just ease our way out of the January window. So the next one up is a home game. One thing that I'm happy about now is that, yeah, we don't have too many selection dilemmas when it comes to who's going to fit where, who's going to sit where. Like, it's just straight up Cunha and Rashford, the main wingers, but from now until the end of the season, and Garnacho can be a substitute. Like I said before, we're not a possession side, so I'm not expecting us to dominate Tottenham on the ball, but off the ball, I want us to work hard and make sure we make everything count. So these are the lineups. They got Heung-min Son up top, Mathis Tel to his left, a Compass to his right. They got Kulusevski as a midfielder. Okay, interesting. To be fair, our midfield isn't stronger than theirs by a country mile, but I feel like we have more balance. Okay, so we got a throw in. Tottenham are in our half. Oh, good tackle there by Dorgu. Release. Oh, that's a poor pass on the inside. Mathis Tel, one-on-one with the keeper. Good stop there by Onana. Okay, we got a free kick. Matthias Cunha's obviously going to shoot here. 31 minutes on the clock. Doesn't hit the target. Better execution there, Rashford. Nice ball to the right. Cunha, take him on. Nope. The ball's just not settling with us from the looks of it. A lot of misplaced passes. Rashford, good ball in. Højlund hits the post. He hits the post. Come on, unlucky. I feel like we come out of the first half on top in terms of shots, chances created. Of course, XG slightly higher, not completely higher. We're dominating possession, just not taking any chances. Yeah, we just need to make sure that we're making it difficult for defenders in this match. It seems like they're having an easy game. Past the hour mark, ball comes in, cleared out by Son. So yeah, we made changes. Two of them. Belmont's off, Rasmus Højlund's off, Garnacho and Mainoo's on. We're setting up a bit more attacking. 76 minutes on the clock. Here goes Delo. Mainoo. Go on, Mainoo. Who's he trying to pass that to? Ball over the top. Good anticipation by the Argentine. Luis is in a deeper position right now. Oh, good ball into Mainoo. Go and give Mainoo some support. Where's the runs? Garnacho. Left foot strike is just poor. Very. Okay, we're going to drop down to balance now, just so we don't do anything crazy late on. Just calm things down for us. We haven't had the best performers on the pitch, right? But from what I can see, Douglas Luiz, Rashford, Delo, good performances. There's a late opportunity. Feel like that's wasted by Cunha. Quite selfish. Mount, come on. Last minute. Last swing at this. Added on time. Got several players in the box here. Come on. Mason Mount. Oh, poor man. 0-0 draw at home against Tottenham, against 9th place Tottenham. I'm sure Man City, they're going to be lapping this up. The defence actually played well. We got top performances from De Ligt, Lissandro Martinez, Delo, and Onana. Dorgu was just shy of the seven mark. We had awful performances from Rasmus Højlund, Cunha. Yeah, we did dominate possession, but not by a country mile. I just feel like our shooting wasn't good enough. Yeah, this is what that does to the table. Only 1 point closer to Man City, but if they end up winning, they go 4 points clear, or 5 points clear, sorry. Yeah, just to let you guys know, we did go in for the likes of Takefusa Kubo right before we managed to agree terms with Xavi Simons. And the idea was, if he can't play in that advanced playmaker role, he could play as an inside forward, which I feel like he's really good at. Yeah, he probably just needs more time and match experience in that position, but we did get rebuffed by the likes of Sociedad. They want about 75 million because that's his release clause. And he was going to be the second choice behind Mbeumo, because a lot of you guys do want us to get Mbeumo. We got Mbeumo in real life. I don't doubt Mbeumo would sit perfectly down that right hand side, but we're not paying 100 million for the Cameroonian. So we've had another bid rejected for Hartman. We're gonna go back in for him. We're gonna keep trying, because right now it doesn't rise higher than 39.5 million. They probably want us closer to the 50 mark, if anything. Yeah, I think we should go in for a third choice goalkeeper though, because what if something does happen to Savage? What if something does happen to Onana simultaneously? So yeah, got a minor knock for Kobbie Mainoo, tight hamstring. So we've got positive results in terms of Jared Brantwaite's development. The only con right now that he has is his ball control. We are currently working on him as a defensive, additional focus is defensive positioning, just so he can increase his marking, his tackling, and his positioning itself. But we're going to try upgrade his ball control now. Yeah, I think we need to continue to put our foot down with a lot of these deals, because it's just getting ridiculous what these guys think that these players can achieve and how much it's worth for them achieving it. We also have Dennis Shirkin. I don't mind going for someone that we can develop. He's got a lot of stuff to work on in his game. In the defensive department, he's not too bad. Marking's good, positioning's good, tackling is good. I think his work rate is actually quite good as well. Physicality still needs working on, needs tweaking a bit, anticipation as well. But I don't feel like he's a bad signing. If we can get him for about 30 million, I'll be happy. My only worry is that he's also injury prone. Okay, so we have swapped around a lot of personnel for this next clash against Gillingham in the 4th round of the FA Cup. So we have a few players introduced to the starting 11. Yoro, he's more of a youth player. Like in this database, I don't feel like he's ready for first team football, especially over the likes of Legue. But I feel like this is an opportunity now for him to build up some of his confidence. Amad Diallo's back for international duty. Diego Leon gets a start. Vanya Milinkovic-Savic is in goal. So yeah, let's see if we can get a good instant result. Xerxes starting up top. Okay, just waiting for them to generate a result. 5-0. Okay, so we won 5-0. Alejandro Garnacho got 2 goals. We got a brace on Xerxes. Mainoo got a goal in the 23rd minute. It was a good, stellar performance. Got a brilliant performance from Diego Leon. We're going to go ahead and praise him to boost up his confidence. So I'm just going to praise his directness. Yeah, he's being tired out as a wonder kid in this database. Xerxes, he rarely scores from the looks of it. So we're going to boost up some of his confidence, see if we could get some consistency going forward. Belmont had an okay performance. We're about to confirm the £80 million signing of Xavi Simons. So yeah, let's go ahead and put forward this deal and finalize it. So we've got a huge reaction. A B+ is the fan reaction. Very happy to confirm such a signing of such a talent and important player. Delighted to welcome one of the biggest names in world football. So these are the type of signings Manchester United are used to making. But whether he's going to hit the ground running, we need to find out. We could definitely build our midfield around him. He's roughly the same age range around Kobbie Mainoo. But I feel like those two could probably bounce off each other in terms of competition for places. It's time to assign him a kit number. Have we got one in mind for him? What's available, in fact? So we have 7, 8, we have 14, 18, 21. You know what? We're probably going to slap number... I'll say number 8 on them. Why not slap number 8 on Xavi Simons? In the grand scheme of things, it's a high-profile signing and it's boost our commercial sales on a domestic level, but on a global level. I think we've just been bullied into paying potentially 55 to 60 million for Hartman. I don't know if there's a way to get this still down even lower, because I don't want to go too close to 60. I think this might be a fair sum, you know. This should be fair. Oh, come on, man. Get in. 60 million. I feel like the Man United tax is only happening because it's January. If we went in for him in the summer, probably would have paid a bit less. Yeah, but before we finalize contract talks, we're going to go into this game against Sunderland. We're away from home. Second place is where we're currently sitting. Yeah, so for this clash, we're going to start with Xerxes up top. We have Mateus Cunha on the right, Rashford on the left. Douglas Luiz and Mainoo in the midfield. Right behind them is Agate. At the back, we have Dorgu, Brantwaite, De Ligt, and Delo on Nanas in goal. And the bench is on the right-hand side. We've got Xavi Simons on the bench, potentially going to make his debut in this game. Most likely we'll have a game in hand after this match. Let's not start off badly. It's a rainy day at the Stadium of Light. Rashford running on the left-hand side. Mateus Cunha. One plays it into Mainoo in the centre. Oh, nice ball back into Rashford. That's good play. That should have been a good team goal. Got work into the box, but these players still decide to rush passes. They were in possession, comfortably playing it along the ground. Good touch by Cunha. Xerxes hits the post. Better finishing needed. What's he doing there? Douglas Luiz. Brant White. Go and play it to your left. No. Go on, Nagate. Pick out a ball. Rashford. Go on. Douglas Luiz. He goes for the shot. Just haven't hit the back of the net yet. Go on, Mainoo. First touch by Cunha's terrible. He does the same first touch, I've noticed. It's very heavy. It does set him up for a run, but it's bad when the defender anticipates it. Go on, Rashford. Go across the box. It's gone in. It's ended up into the back of the net. It's an own goal from Trey Hume. We take the lead. So far, we got a helping hand from one of the Sunderland defenders. I was hoping for one of these strikers or attackers to get on that. Okay, so we've had a brilliant first half. Jared Brant-White, he's won the ball back quite a lot of times. Well, a lot more dangerous when Mateus Cunha's involved. In terms of Mainoo's impressive breaking into the final third, I'm just going to say I'm pleased with the amount we've created. The midfield, I'm going to say weren't that bad, but we want more finishing. I'm going to make it clear it's not really up to standard right now. XG's 1.05, and I don't think they have anything beyond 0.20. Well, Douglas Luiz, first time ball into Xerxes, over the top it goes. Xerxes hits the back of the net, but we got to wait for VAR. Is that going to be his 5th goal of the campaign? It's disallowed, of course it is. Yeah, the movement is poor from Xerxes. Poor in terms of action. Oh, here we go, Mainoo. Cut back. Rasmus. Leon. Go on, Leon. Oh, what's he doing? Like, what is he doing there? And now he has to track all the way back. What is this guy doing? Well done, Cunha. Rashford. Let's go. Let's go. Fake shot. Gets round the man. Wins a penalty, possibly. Pembele's brought him down. Penalty awarded. So Rashford standing over this one. Simmons is on for his debut. Give us a 2-goal lead, captain. So the vice captain has scored. We've got a 2-goal lead now. I'm very, very comfortable with how this match is going to end. Even though we didn't get the best performances out of the attacking front three, I feel like this was a good team performance overall. As you guys can see, we've got a load of 7s, a few 6s, but they got substituted rightly so. Yeah, I feel like the team is buzzing right now after that victory. Again, we got a helping hand with that first goal, and obviously we still had a big task to do at seeing out the victory. Okay, so now we're going to move on to contract talks. Okay, so with Hartman, it's time to finalize some sort of deal. So what we're going to do, squad player, he actually accepted that. That's quite wild. But yeah, we're not going to have him higher than 92k per week. Signing on fee will stay as high as that. We're not going to make more money off us with bonuses with the agent. We're going to add that. Okay, 95k is the most that he wants. So we're going to go ahead and finalize that. I feel like that's a fair enough wage for a top left back. Yeah, I think Douglas Luiz has been a successful signing. Yeah, I feel like switching his position from that deep line playmaking role to box hasn't really affected his momentum either. Yeah, guys, I forgot to mention that Pedri's actually up for sale. Barcelona have offered him out for some oh no, he requested to be transfer listed. So Barcelona, they're being forced to sell Pedri. We could have either gone in for him or Xavi Simons. But the thing that worries me again, it being injury prone. That's something we have to be on the lookout for, especially with players are susceptible. Oh yeah, guys, I almost forgot to add, we signed a fullback, but he's not going to be joining until next season because we did a loan back kind of deal with Sheffield United. So Sam Curtis, he's a fullback that plays more on the right hand side. He can play as a centre back, it seems. But we're just going to focus on developing him as a wing back, a defensive wing back. He has a few decent defensive attributes. His technical attributes, they're quite decent as well. I think for a 20-year-old who hasn't really played top flight football yet, with a lot of potential, I feel like this is a good deal. We only spent about 7 million on him, which is guaranteed, and it could potentially rise up to 10 million. And of course, we didn't pay And of course, we didn't pay 7 million up front. Yeah, the presser up against Fulham. Fulham's coming up next. They're sitting 19th place. This is the presser just before the game. I think their manager's under a lot of pressure, but we're not going to get involved in the speculation around them. We could care less about Fulham's affairs. So this is the board review, and this is the review for the fans. Okay, so we've got A match from the board. We've got an A for club and culture in terms of the fans. I feel like everything's going to plan in terms of our visions. Forge a higher reputation than Liverpool. They're disappointed. Okay, let's just see how things are going to look come the end of the campaign. And they're very disappointed with the sale of Bruno Fernandes. Oh no, that's the supporters. Well, the supporters don't understand what's going on. This guy, he's literally just joined PSG, and his agent's trying to find a move. And we're not going to bite the bullet because no one told him to go all the way to PSG. He should have waited for us in the summer. Okay, Patrick Dorgu's got some offers. Got Dagger. Why is Dagger back? I thought, oh, Dagger, we haven't loaned him out yet. He's in the reserves currently in the under-21s. Do we want to loan out Dagger to Burnley? We're not really going to use him right now. If he can get regular game time at Burnley, who are struggling in the league right now, sitting 18th place, I feel like that will give him some good experience. So yeah, a few deadline day loans I'm going to go through, and we have our left back. We have our left back a few hours just before the Fulham game. I am happy to finalise our new left back, Hartman. So yeah, we've pretty much spent 140 million in total. Obviously, it's not going to be up front. It's going to be involving breakdowns. So yeah, we've departed with a bit of money. He actually needs to learn the language. That's quite wild. Club captain De Ligt. Welcome him in, and we're gonna assign him a kit number. What's available right now? Give him kit number 21. I won't mock Luke Shaw by giving him number 23. Can't wait for him to put on the red shirt. The Wolves want Dagger as well. Come on, get in. A youth player is going to get a big move in the Premier League. Okay, tactical changes need to be made going into this next one. I predict a victory. Yep, Branthwaite starts. That's good. Branthwaite is actually a fan favourite. Yeah, Team Talk is here. Again, another game where we're the favourites, and I'm just going to, again, demand the victory from the players. Okay, so starting in this game, we're going to get a start from Xavi Simons. It's going to be his first start in a Manchester United shirt. The back line is pretty much the same as usual. De Ligt and Branthwaite at the back together. Delo and Dorgu are the wing backs. Ugarte and Douglas Luiz next to Xavi Simons. We also have Mateus Cunha, Rashford on Højlund. 2 games played extra on Man City. We're currently 1 point behind them. A good switch of play. Rashford, early move. I think he's offside. Ugarte, patient build up. Back to Onana. Come on, give that to Dorgu. Go on, Dorgu. Go on, Dorgu. Rashford. Simons. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. What a goal. Xavi Simons' first ever Manchester United goal was a banger. Nah, that kind of reminds me of a Paul Scholes kind of volley on the edge of the box. Just hits the bar, goes in, beating Leno. Nah, he left Leno for dead. The way he smacked that against the crossbar. Oh, yeah, let's not shout anything yet. Rasmus Højlund. Go on, Rasmus. It's on target. On Rashford. Ball goes in. Højlund. Xavi Simons with his second goal in the game. Is there going to be a VAR check? Are you serious? VAR check for offside. He gets on the end of a Rasmus Højlund rebounded shot and it's disallowed. He's offside. Possessions everywhere. Good tackle there by Cunha. Ugarte. I'm waiting for ball over the top. Through ball played and get a shot rushed by Højlund. This guy just doesn't have ice in his veins. Ball comes in. De Ligt gets a goal. Douglas Luiz with the cross. We've hit the bar and gone in with a header from De Ligt. Dutchman gives us a 2-goal lead. We have 2 players from the Netherlands on the score sheet. Okay, so half time, we're playing really well. 2 goals to show for it. They've had no shots at all, Fulham. Just completely dominating them. It's basically like a spawn trap. If you know about Call of Duty, they're getting spawn trapped. You've got 60% possession. Agarte's struggling in terms of his performance, but I don't feel like 6.7 is terrible. Obviously, room for improvement. Get everyone to relax now. Xavi Simons is quite tired. Okay, Fulham have a corner kick. See some good defending. Pereira puts the ball in, is cleared out. Sambi Lokonga with the shot. I feel like Rasmus Højlund's had enough time. Add a different dynamic to their attack. Hopefully Xerxes could add something different. Yeah, essentially we need to get our arm around the players that are considered to be passengers and see if they can become good squad players. So we've not had any crazy scorelines in this episode, except the match where we simulated against Gillingham. But back-to-back clean sheets, we definitely welcome that. Okay, so yeah, 1-2-0 against Fulham. I wonder what that's done for the league standings. But we had a 2.38 xG to 0.48. Possession stats, we had 57% to the 43%. Yeah, and the match ratings were quite high, especially around the back. Just like the last match, we got 2 key passes from Xavi Simons, and he got himself a goal. His very first goal was a cracker, man. I can't lie, he should get goal of the month. I feel like the future is really bright now that we got Xavi Simons through the door. Xavi Simons has a tight calf injury, so that's not probably gonna affect him for the Burnley match, but he won't start just in case. We're sitting first place, 2 games played on Manchester City. Yeah, 54 points to their 53. Once they play their games in hand, we'll figure out what the shape of the table is going to look like. I feel like we're separating ourselves even further from Crystal Palace and Liverpool, so we just got to maintain our winning record. The goalkeeper with the most clean sheets this season is Onana, so it'll be very controversial to get rid of him, especially after the fact that a lot of Man United fans are annoyed with David De Gea being released. I feel like overall this team is coming together. I feel like the squad stats are increasing in terms of goal involvements. The average ratings are getting even higher for particular players. Like the last 5 matches, we've got a load of players above a 7. I think my favorite player so far in terms of consistency, I would say my favorite, they'd probably be my signings, Branthwaite and Douglas Luiz. Diogo Dalot plays really well in a consistent manner as well. I'm waiting for that one player to catch us off guard, a player that we probably don't expect to actually break it to the first team, actually play really well. Belmonte's actually surprised me, especially when he had to step up whilst Agate was suspended. And we're going to end the episode here. So goals per game, 1.71, no different to the last time we actually checked it out together. In terms of conceded per game, it's actually dropped considerably. It was I think it was 0.79, 0.78 before. It's now 0.58. And goals conceded, expected goals conceded per game, 1.05. Opposition passes per defensive action. To be honest, I'm not going to act like I know absolutely everything when it comes to analytics in football. I probably have to look into these ones to find out what this actually means. But I feel like it's significant. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you rate our transfer windows? I know these aren't like targets, typical targets that Man United will go for. Some of them aren't huge names. But I feel like what we are trying to build here, these guys are going to benefit our system going forward. So if we can have windows like that for the next 3 seasons going forward, I think financially we'll improve our position. In terms of the influence in the club, we have 25 players that have no real opinion and only 5 players oppose of us. I think that's because we just added 2 new players to the squad, but hopefully the next time we meet up we have a few players in green. But yeah, you guys have seen the likes of Bruno Fernandes leave for a huge amount of money. You've seen the likes of Xavi Simons join. Again, like I said, let me know what you think of the maneuvers in the window, and yeah, we'll come back together. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Be sure to smash the like button, sub to the channel if you're new, and also hit the notification bell so you're notified when I go live. Premiere video or upload one. But yeah, see you guys for episode 6.